staying a little bit on the West Coast here, we got a Warriors game we need to address. Back-to-back losses without Jimmy. Najee Marshall finishes with 30. He was 10 of 12, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Cooper Flagg with 21 and 11. Steph had 38 points, 8 threes.
Not enough.
But again, like the teams,
it's a little too quiet for Steph Curry for me right now.
It's kind of weird. It's Jonathan Kuminga though is the topic because he did get some time last night, but only 9 minutes off the bench before he got hurt, which is so wrong. But in the 2 games since Jimmy got hurt and he has played, he does have 30 points in 30 minutes. And I don't know why I'm starting with you, but I also know why I'm starting with you. Look, we know your feelings towards Steve Kerr, but can't take away that he's had a hell of a legacy as an NBA coach. It's crazy to sort of see this chapter. I don't know how this ends up affecting him because we only remember what just is recent. Mm-hmm. His legacy and this Jonathan Kuminga thing, is that going to turn out horrible?
No. I mean, when it's said and done, Steve Kerr will be remembered for all the positives he's brought to this game, and deservingly so. I don't think this stains. It's obviously a bad look in the moment in time that we're in right now, especially dealing with a young talent in this league. And also, you know, him being able to relate because he was once a former player. So that's why it's more so of a bad look. But as far as his legacy, he's a Hall of Fame coach. He deserves all the credit, all the flowers in the world. But no, I don't think this affects his legacy at all, and it shouldn't.
Yeah, and first of all, I think the injury, I don't think it's serious. I think he wanted to come back in the game last night. He might get an MRI today or whatever, but that's not going to be serious. I think now the power, though, is almost shifted into Kuminga's favor. Like, you go from, you know, getting kind of doghouse to not playing to out of the rotation, DNP, CDs, to Jimmy Butler going down. Now there's this opportunity. You have 30 points in 30 minutes. Last night you have 10 points in 9 minutes. You're plus 18. The team is better clearly when you're on the floor, and now you go down with a minor injury. You kind of hold all the cards in your hands if I'm Jonathan Kuminga, and I know that they're shopping him, and everything I'm hearing, there's nothing that's there that's of value, what they think. But at the end of the day, now they need him. Like, it's one thing to want to have to play him, to want to play him, now they have to play Jonathan Kuminga, and I don't know if he's going to be available. So, like, it's not the worst situation for Kuminga now that he showed I'm professional. I didn't play for over a month, and I came and I played really good in my 2 outings, and now I have this injury. Who knows how long it's going to hurt me until that deadline. That's all I'm saying.
And just so you know, I don't have a problem with Steve Kerr. Like, I'm gonna bring awareness to what I think is BS and what's not.
I love it.
But I have respect for Steve as a coach. Like, don't let my words, make you think otherwise. I got the ultimate respect, but if it's BS, I'm gonna say it's
nope.
BS.
I got no. That's what you should do, actually. Mike Dunleavy has basically we've seen it. There's reluctance to deal future first-round picks unless it's for a high-impact player who right now aligns with their timeline. Here's the problem with that, Chandler. You have Steph freaking Curry on the roster, and he's not getting any younger. How do you feel about that theory?
Well, it's tough because all these older guys that you see now, and you want to maximize that time, and they're not doing that right now. But on the flip side, Kuminga, how sloppy the situation's got, him as an expiring contract, that's more valuable than just going and trading for a player you don't want or that can't help you win right now anyway. So I understand why they're not just rushing and trading because he demanded a trade.
That's fair.
They don't want to just take back a contract or a player they don't want and don't see a future with. So I see both sides. I just feel like this situation has been so mishandled, and I feel like Kuminga has gotten the short end of that stick, and he's been so professional through it that now I don't even know. And now I feel like a bad team's going to want to get him because just everything that, what I mean? So I don't think he's going to go to a great situation. He's going to go to a situation where he can probably average 25 points a game and get his game off and get paid. But it's all just kind of a weird situation with him now. And especially with the Warriors, it's uncomfortable. You have a coach that clearly doesn't like you, that doesn't believe in you, and doesn't think you're a fit. But now, due to injuries and your season going south, you have to play him. Like, it's weird. Like, it's a strange situation for him to have to go there to the facility today, knowing that the only reason I'm playing is because the guy ahead of me got hurt and my coach wants no business playing me. That's just it's an awkward situation.
I feel bad for
him.
And
there's this glooming freaking trade deadline coming up where am I going to be here next week? Am I moving? Am I still like, is their coach going to be back next year?
Is he hoping he's moving?
Yeah.
Well, the one thing that they have in their favor is this ain't his first rodeo in dealing with this type of energy, right? So at this point, Jonathan Kuminga, as well as the rest of the Warriors, should be used to dealing in this space. There's been a few seasons now where we've been having this conversation going into the deadline. You know, it is a bad break for him to have an ankle injury. I'm sure it's nothing major, but he's playing good basketball. So that should be a positive for Jonathan Kuminga in his future. And if he's going to remain a Warrior, it should be a positive for them as well, because they need talent and they need their best players to be on the floor, whether they feel like that's Jonathan Kuminga or not, on a personal level, on a moving forward level. But right now, in this schedule, trying to maximize and talking about aligning timelines and all of those things, Jonathan Kuminga is a player that you need on the floor until you do otherwise.
So if you're Kuminga, you're playing? Like if you can play, you're playing?
Absolutely.
Till the deadline? Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. Ooh, a Draymond Green video moment. A flagrant foul was given after this shove to the chest of one Dwight Powell.
Oh, what?
Right there. It was a flagrant. There's a lot going on there.
All
right, Boogie, you're laughing, so that's not dirty. I mean, here we go. Anyone? Dirty? No.
Here's the thing.
Draymond told us he's not a dirty
This
player.
is a reputation call.
Yeah.
This is a I'm fed up with you call. It was nothing malicious in this play.
Is Draymond a dirty player? Like, by the way?
I don't think so.
Okay. Is he considered one?
Would I say, this is my first
Wait,
pick?
hold on.
I wouldn't say he's my first pick to, go up and match up against.
Okay.
It's going to be a rough night, but I don't think anybody goes into the game thinking, Draymond is a dirty player.
Like he's going to hurt.
You just know you're going to have a rough night.
Okay.
That's more so, how you feel about it,
My
CP?
thing with Draymond is, like last night, for example, I don't think that was the dirtiest tag. You're taught on the roll to
Dirty.
tag.
That's a body tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a dirty play.
You practice that in training camp, and I think Dwight Powell did a great job selling it and maybe knocked the wind out.
He really did.
Fine. And Dwight Powell's a big, strong guy, so maybe he just caught him in the right spot. I don't know. That wasn't that dirty. It's how he reacts to the referees afterwards. It's how he berates them afterwards. And then 2 plays later, he kind of wrapped up Max Christie and fouled the shit out of him too. And then goes right back to the same ref and tells him to review that one too. It's almost like that's the type of stuff that on a personality level that's just going to piss off these referees and make them not like you and make them not give you the call. So I had no problem with the tag. Was it dirty? No. Has he done some dirty stuff in his career? No doubt.
Okay.
Sabonis stomp, that kind of stuff. That stuff. But I don't think he's the dirtiest player, and I don't think either of these plays are dirty. It's the reaction and the tone and the delivery that he has towards the referees that would drive me nuts if I was a ref.
It's just that every generation there's give you 3 names of players that are considered dirty, and I just wonder when it's all said and done and we look back, will Draymond Green be considered a dirty
I don't even know.
player?
Dylan Brooks, I don't even think he's dirty. I just think he's just scrappy and tough and
Yeah, I don't really see a lot of
dirty to me means
players.
I'm trying to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
There's not a lot of dirty players in the game today.
Okay.
Not back in the day. That's a
Bill Laimbeer was dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. All right, that's fair. That's what I was wondering. We're going to take a very quick break. On the other side, our buddy, our pal, Sam Amick
Toucan
is back. Yeah, we just call him Toucan now. He loves it, I'm sure. We'll be back.
Run it up.